Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ejecta, and welcome to Blood Moon Tycoon. If you've played this before, you know that it's not that safe to just stand here, so let's get started. I've been playing this game for a while now, and almost every time I'm on, I see the same question: how do I rebirth? So today I'm going to show you the most efficient way to build your base and get your rebirth. Now, in order to get that rebirth, you have to make enough money to be able to hit all 121 buttons. I put together a list yesterday, and I found out that the total cost for the rebirth is $767,318,550. This will include all of the buttons in your base and on the Sky Island. It takes a while to make money, especially in the early stages, but with each rebirth you'll get 0.1 added to your multiplier. So currently I'm at 146 rebirths with a multiplier of 15.6, so I make money pretty fast at this point. There are some things that you can do to make money quicker, but they require Robux. In the shop, you can purchase money, get ×2 cash forever, or infinite cash. Personally, I don't think any of them are necessary. However, if you do want to buy one to make your game a little bit easier, I'd recommend the ×2 cash forever. Purchasing money seems like a waste, because you'd have to buy the $100 million option 8 times for just a single rebirth. And infinite cash is a game breaker. With infinite cash, you'll no longer have to worry about money. All you'll do is run through your base, hit all your buttons, and do the same after each rebirth. It's great if you want to level up quickly, but to me, it seems like it would strip all the fun out of the game. I was able to get to a pretty high level without buying anything, and you can too. All it takes is a little bit of patience. Now let's talk about how to build your base. If you're trying to get a rebirth as fast as possible, you want to buy all of your droppers and upgraders first. When you start, the only dropper you can get is the green dropper. This one's free, and you'll need it in order to be able to get cash flowing. Once you get enough money, you'll want to buy the droppers in the following order: the yellow for $50, the orange for $250, the upgrader for $750, the red for $1,500, the pink for $5,000, the purple for $7,500, the teal for $15,000, the second upgrader for $30,000, and the blue for $50,000. Once you get all your droppers, you'll want to get your conveyor walls for $1,000 and then upgrade your conveyor walls for $20,000. Getting the conveyor walls is important because sometimes the blocks will end up falling out onto the floor and you won't get money for those. Next, you'll want to buy the walls for $500, upgrade the walls for $2,500, finish the walls for $25,000, the owner door for $10,000, windows for $2,500, board up the windows for $10,000, and the second floor for $100,000. The owner door isn't required to get the second floor, but it's a good idea to buy it because it'll keep zombies from wandering into your base, and it'll also keep out griefers who like to prey on new players. After you play a while, I highly recommend buying the hyper thruster. You can get it for 10,000 sapphires, and it is much better than the jetpack that you'll find up on the Sky Island. The other thing I recommend is the healing orb for 2,500 sapphires. The other thing you should buy is the assassin pistol for 1,000 rubies. This gun is much better than the one you start with. You can take out zombies and other players with one shot at close range. And don't forget that you also have a backpack. I usually use that to store all the things that I'm not using, just to clean up my inventory bar a little bit. Once you have the hyper thruster, you can fly around as much as you want without having to worry about running out of fuel like you do with the jetpack from the Sky Island. This makes things so much easier, and it'll save you money too because you won't have to buy the stairs that connect each floor of your base. You can just fly to each floor directly. Just so you know, sapphires can only be acquired by killing zombies during a blue blood moon. Rubies, on the other hand, will be dropped by regular zombies and by zombies during the red blood moon event. You'll probably find yourself dying a lot during these events in the earlier stages of the game. One thing you can do if you already have a rebirth is hide in your bunker until it's over. If you don't have a rebirth, you can hide in your house. However, during a blue blood moon, zombies will be able to walk through your owner door. So if it's becoming a problem, all you have to do is buy the reinforced door for $20,000. That'll keep all the blue blood moon zombies out. The red blood moon zombies can't get through the owner door, so they'll just stand outside and look through the window. She'll be fine. Once you're done on the first floor, you want to move up to the second floor and get all of the new droppers. There are 4 droppers and a floor upgrader on this level, and you can only purchase them in one order. First, you get the second floor conveyors for $50,000. Then you get the Z-Pill dropper for $150,000. The second Z-Pill dropper for $350,000. The Z-Pill XR dropper for $500,000. The second Z-Pill XR dropper for $750,000. And the floor upgrader for $1 million. Once you have all your droppers, you want to get the conveyor walls for $150,000 and the conveyor drop case for $300,000. This will ensure that you don't lose any of the blocks and miss out on that precious money that you're trying to make. Now that you have all the droppers, you want to get the second floor walls for $200,000, upgrade the second floor walls for $400,000, and the third floor for $1 million. If you don't have the hyper thruster, you'll have to pay an additional $500,000 for the staircase. The droppers on the third floor are much more expensive, and if you don't have 3 rebirths, they'll be the last ones that you can buy. There are 4 droppers and 4 upgraders, and as you probably already saw, I've already purchased the Fire Demon dropper for $1.5 million, the Fire Upgrader for $3 million, and I just got the Ice Demon dropper for $5 million. Now we're into a blue Blood Moon, so this is a great time to farm some zombies and get some sapphires. Anytime you're waiting for enough money to get your next button, you should be out farming zombies. It's a great way to get those rubies that you need, in this case sapphires, to be able to get all that cool gear. These events don't happen often, so you should take advantage of them when you can. However, if you have some extra Robux, there's a small island at the corner of the map that'll let you pay to increase the chances of these events happening. So this is one of the— Whoa! Okay, I didn't know there were snowmen. I haven't played since I think it was Thanksgiving, and they had turkeys running around. So now they're snowmen, and they're very strong. Dying in this game isn't that big of a deal. You don't lose any money, you don't lose any of your items. It's just an inconvenience because you have to go back and put all your gear back on and mess around with all that stuff. Since we're back, we might as well go up and buy our ice upgrader for $7.5 million. The next dropper you're going to want to buy is the Light Oracle dropper for $10 million. You're going to have some time before you're able to save up that much money, so you might as well go out and farm some more zombies. There are 3 different types of zombies during the Blue Blood Moon. This one is the nuclear zombie. They don't really do anything special, they just run at you. So you can outrun them and you just have to keep your distance. If you don't have the assassin pistol, whatever gun you're using, just get as many shots in as you can and always watch your back because things can come up behind you. The next zombie is a little bit harder to fight because it can disappear. Your crosshair will still show when you hit it, but you won't be able to see its health bar. The trick to fighting these is to follow the light on the ground while they're invisible. The last zombie is much larger and much stronger. I'd recommend staying away from that one until you've purchased your health and speed upgraders. Those zombies move quickly, they have a charge attack, and they can jump up in the air and smash you from above. I don't usually mess with those until I have much better guns. And as you can see, there's one right down there on the corner. We're just going to fly by that one and leave it alone. So again, while you're waiting, it's best to patrol the map, search for any zombies, and work on getting those sapphires and rubies. Just make sure to go back to your base every now and then and collect your money so you don't miss out on any upgrades. You don't want to miss out on the money that these new droppers will give you. So let's go back and see how much we actually have saved up. So it looks like we have enough for this Light Oracle dropper, so let's get that and get that out of the way. So $10 million for that dropper. The Light Upgrader will be $15 million. When you're working on the 3rd floor, it's best to get the dropper and then the upgrader that goes with it. The upgraders are always less than the next dropper, and they give you a decent boost. It takes a lot of time and a lot of grinding when you're starting out in this game, but after you get some rebirths, you'll start making money faster, and it gets to be much more fun. It looks like we have enough to go up and get our Light Upgrader for $15 million. The next dropper we're going to be able to get is a Dark Oracle dropper, and that one costs $20 million. So you guessed it, there's even more waiting. So going back to the Red Blood Moon, something to watch out for during the Red Blood Moon is the Titan. This is a gigantic zombie that wanders around the map. He'll end up stomping on your houses, and he really gets in the way. You can't get up on top of your roof, and it's a mess. So an easy way to deal with that is try to lure him away. It's easier if you have the speed upgrade, but move him away from your house, maybe over to the other side of the map, or if somebody's giving you a hard time, just kind of take them over to their base. The only other zombies you'll have to worry about during the Red Blood Moon are the standard zombies. However, they're much faster and much stronger. So You really want to have that speed upgrade before you're fighting them. Also, headshots do make a difference in this game, so you always want to aim for the head when you're shooting, whether it's players or zombies. So let's see if we have enough money to get that next dropper. There we go. So the Dark Oracle dropper is $20 million. The Dark Upgrader is $25 million. Once again, if you don't have 3 rebirths, that will be the last item you can buy that will increase your money. So I'm going to get some revenge on that snowman from earlier. Like I said before, I didn't know the snowmen were even in the game right now. It's been since about Thanksgiving time since I've played, so I saw turkeys running around then. And during Halloween, they had some headless horsemen, I think, or were they... I believe they were like pumpkin heads, just kind of running around. The only problem I had with that is the number of rubies that these special monsters dropped. It looks like the snowman gives you 25 when you take one of those out. However, the turkey and the pumpkin guy, they gave you a number that wasn't divisible by 5. So you had to kill like 7 of them in order to get a number that was even. And I guess it's just my OCD, but I had to do that. So, and they weren't always around, so you had to hunt them and wait for them. And it was frustrating because all of the things that you can buy are multiples of 5. So I'll end up with like 2 rubies left over, and that would just drive me crazy. So the blue blood moon is over. We're back to regular zombies, and we only need about 3 million more before we get our last upgrader. It doesn't take too long to make that kind of money now, so I should be able to get it after I just fly around the base like once. So let's see if we got it. Alright, so we have our 25 million. We'll go up and get that dark upgrader. From this point, if you're under 3 rebirths, the only thing you can do is save up money and buy the rest of the buttons. As you can see, there's 83 buttons left. I recommend going down to the first floor and buying all of those buttons first. That'll give you some new swords and some new guns to play around with while you're waiting. However, if you do have 3 rebirths, I recommend getting the 3rd floor walls for $2 million, upgrade the 3rd floor walls for $8 million, and then get the rooftop for $20 million. And again, if you don't have the hyper thruster, you'll have to spend another $10 million on the staircase to get up to the rooftop. It's well worth it though, because from here you'll have access to your yacht. You unlock the yacht at 1 rebirth. The yacht has 4 additional droppers. 2 you can get with 3 rebirths, and the other 2 you can get after you have 5 rebirths. They are very expensive, but well worth the investment because they increase your money dramatically. While we wait, let's fly around and look for some more zombies. One thing I've noticed, and it may just be me, is that more zombies spawn when there's a player on the server who doesn't have any walls yet. I like to help out the new players, so I'll usually hang around their base and help them kill zombies while they're working on getting those first droppers. I'm not really into killing other players until one of them kills me first. A lot of people like to hang out up on top of their base with their sniper rifles and shoot all of the new people or someone who's just at a rebirth and who are completely defenseless. That is so annoying to me, but you just have to remember that even though it's annoying, you don't lose anything and you're still making money. So you just deal with it until you get your walls, and then eventually you'll have equipment good enough to be able to go over and attack them too. I'm trying to get enough rubies to be able to unlock all the other items that I don't have yet. So that way I can make a video and show you guys how all the different things work. Oh, it looks like we have a new player here, so as you can see there's more zombies. And whenever this person spawns in, and you spawn in with a shield on, and I think it lasts for maybe 15 seconds. But zombies just start spawning everywhere, and then they attack you, and it's extremely frustrating. So, like I said, I like to help these people out until they can defend themselves. And just remember, it's always nice to jump a couple times just to let the other person know that you're friendly and not going to attack them when they're not looking. Alright, we got one more zombie. Let's go in and see if we have enough money to get the rooftop. So now that we have enough, let's go up and get that rooftop. This is where having the hyper thruster saves you a lot of time and money. If you didn't have it, you'd have to pay an additional $10 million to get access to the rooftop. So as you can see, we unlocked the yacht at 1 rebirth. But something really cool, at 10 rebirths, we unlocked the space station. The space station has the best armor and best weapons in the game. Everything up here unlocks with rebirths. The armor on the left gives you a boost to your health, and at 100 rebirths you'll unlock the best armor in the game. Now up the ladder, This is where you'll have your weapons and 3 additional pets that you can get. Now these pets are a little dangerous if you're playing with your friends, because what they'll do is they'll absorb some of their health. There's no way to distinguish if it's an enemy or a friend, so when you walk close to people, you'll actually hurt them. So you just want to be careful if you're playing with people you know, or if you're playing with people that you don't want to attack. The guns up here are powerful, and they have unlimited ammunition. The pulse pistol's fantastic. I don't really use the ray caster all that much. That's similar to the ray gun that you can buy for rubies. But the atomizer, that is one of my favorite guns. You can use it like a sniper rifle. It's got the scope, unlimited ammunition. It's really strong. This gun works great against the tougher zombies you'll be fighting, and you can solo the Titan during the red blood moon. Once I have these guns, I end up putting the assassin pistol into the backpack because it's really obsolete at this point. The other armor down here is purely cosmetic. It doesn't give you any boost to your health or anything, but it's some of the coolest looking armor in the game. Now we have plus 300 health and some really good weapons. Since we are gone for a bit, let's go down and see if we have enough money to get the dropper on the yacht. And it looks like we do. We needed $40 million for the first wall dropper. So let's head on over there and I will show you where those droppers are located. So as you can see over here, you need 3 rebirths in order to get into this room. Once you're here, you buy one of the wall droppers. Once you have the wall dropper, you have to save up another $40 million to get the second wall dropper. So we're off to get some more rubies. From here, we just fly around, take out any zombies we see, try to get as many rubies as we can so we can unlock some of those cool... Hey, whoa! Somebody just shot me. Alright, well, if we didn't have this armor, we might be dead. I don't know how many times they hit us, but I don't think it was those guys, because they were behind their base. I thought I saw some guy up on top, but I don't know who that was. So, I'm just going to let it go. I didn't die, so everything's alright. But if they did kill me... it would be a different story. So we're saving up $40 million for the next wall dropper in the yacht. The 2 droppers after that are server droppers, and they're $80 million a piece. Near the beginning of the video, I told you how it cost $767,318,550 to buy all 121 buttons to get a rebirth. However, if you're going to get all 4 droppers on the yacht, you'll end up paying $1,007,318,550. The droppers on the yacht are optional, but you should buy them because you'll make money so much faster. Let's take out Frosty here, and then we'll go back over to our base and see if we have enough money to get that second wall dropper. We're only about 14 million shy, so we should have close to what we need by now. And we have 38 million. So 1.2 million and we'll have what we need. There it is. So let's go on over and get that wall dropper. You can use the portal up on top of your base if you don't have the hyper thruster. That'll take you right down there to the bottom level of the yacht. Actually, it's not the bottom level. The server room is downstairs, but you need 5 rebirths to get down to there. So now we have to save up $80 million for the server dropper. Once again, we're flying around and getting some rubies. take too long. We have the 80 million we need, and now we can go get our first server dropper. These are located down in the bottom level of the yacht. Oh, looks like we have somebody here. Hello. So, over here for 5 rebirths, you unlock this lower level, and then you get your first server dropper, 80 million. Now we need to save up another 80 million to get the last one. And you guessed it, we're going for more rubies.
Sit on top of the rock. Sit on top of the rock. Sit on top of the rock. Sit on top of the rope. Sit on top of the rope.
We have our $80 million, and now we're off to get our last server dropper. Once you have this dropper, you have all of the droppers you can get in the game. The only thing left to do is get the remaining 80 buttons. You can get them in any order you like, but it's probably best if you go with the health upgrade, speed upgrade, jump upgrades, and then some of the items in the toy shop up on the Sky Island. The gravity coil is really good for new players. It'll let you move around the map quickly. The jetpack is cool, but you have to use fuel for it, and you run out, and it's really not that fast either, so to me it's a waste. Save up for that hyper thruster, and once you have that, it's a total game changer. Also, there's some really good guns up on top of the base. They're expensive, but they're worth it. You'll have a couple machine guns and a couple sniper rifles. And before you get to space station, they're probably the best guns that you're going to find in the game, other than on the yacht, but those are extremely expensive, like 250 million. I don't really use the swords all that much. They seem cool. I've seen other people use them. They move around the map really fast, and they're pretty hard to hit if they're attacking you, so they do have their place. I've just always been more into the guns, I guess. And everything on this level is more starter. The best weapon, whether sword or gun, will cost $500,000 each. Up here on the second floor, this is where you'll find just some novelty items like some hats. You'll find other armor as well. And a colorizer, you can change the color of stuff. There's a materializer where you can change the look of your base. And right here, you're getting your balconies, you're getting, you electrified your walls. And it's really just filling up the base just to get that rebirth so you can get that 0.1 added on your multiplier and make money a little bit faster. Up on the third floor, you'll have the same as the second floor. You'll have your balcony, your lights, everything that you'd find down below. But also, the most important thing is your health upgrade, your speed upgrade, and your jump upgrade. And plus 100 health, you'll see that this actually stacks on top of your armor, so that'll give you a total of plus 400. It's really good. Speed upgrades, I recommend going with a plus 10. The other one is much too fast. It's too fast for me. I don't use it. And then the jump, go with the third jump, and that'll help you move around the map a little bit quicker as well. I know I haven't said it yet, but if you could, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be posting some other cool stuff with Roblox and Gmod and some other games that I've been playing. So There's always new content coming, and I'm sure you'll like what you see. The other items up on the rooftop are your 4 sniper towers, and then there's the armory as well. And this is where those guns will be located once you're ready to purchase them. Another thing you should know is that when you electrify your walls, it doesn't really protect you against zombies. However, it will protect you against other players. If someone gets too close to your base, it will zap them and kill them immediately. The same goes for you though. If you get too close to someone else's base, you will die. A nice thing is, if you're playing with friends, you can turn off the electricity and deactivate the owner doors so they can come in, they can use your items, and it's just more fun that way. When I'm playing, if everybody's being cool on the server, I'll usually open up the base or at least open up the bunker so people can drive around in the vehicles. It gives new players a chance to check out some of the things that they'll get to unlock if they keep playing. If you ever end up playing on a server I'm in, just let me know you saw this video and I'll hook you up with the UFO. The UFO is really cool, but it has the ultimate griefing weapon. You hover over all the bases, you can fly around the island, and you can shoot a laser beam down at the ground that basically will blow up anything in the vicinity. So I've used it before if people, were hunting me or shooting me while I was trying to build my base. I have no problem with using UFO for that. However, I try not to do that kind of stuff just because it takes the fun out of the game when you're, I see people use it. They hang over someone's base and they just keep shooting and shooting and shooting. And at that point, it's just not worth staying in that game. If you run into people like that, just leave, jump back into a different game. I've only seen it a few times. Most likely you're going to end up playing with people who are good, and they'll leave you alone for the most part. Or maybe you'll even make some friends. Something worth mentioning are the totems that you can collect. There are a total of 8, and I believe you get $25,000 if you find all of them for the first time. For some reason, though, I've collected them, I want to say, probably half a dozen times, and they always end up disappearing. So you can collect them over and over. I don't believe you get the money each time you collect them. So if you haven't done it yet, it's worth it in the beginning. That means you're probably a lower level, and the $25,000 will help you out definitely. So I recommend doing that. I might end up making a video that shows where all of them are located. So if that'll be helpful, let me know. We have enough money now to unlock Paradise Island, which I always call the Sky Island, and one of the guns here. So let's get back to hunting some zombies while we wait for more money. we got the last button. And as soon as you get the last button, the option to rebirth will pop up. At this point, you can say yes, or you can say no. In this case, I'm going to say no. We'll get back down to our base. Oh, there's a tree. You can rebirth from anywhere in the game. It'll always end up putting you right back at your base when you start. One thing I didn't mention were pets. Pets in this game, I believe, are just cosmetic. They follow you around. They don't really serve much of a purpose. I personally wouldn't waste my money on them, unless there's a reason that I don't, to get them that I don't know about. But I'd focus more on things in the toy shop, weapons, any of those things that you want to play with. But if you want to have a pet, there's nothing wrong with that, and you can play the game however you want to play. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if it was, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I post new content, and hopefully there'll be something that catches your attention. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions or if you want to discuss something I missed. I think we've reached the end of the video. So, thank you for watching, and I hope I get to see you in the game. Have a great day.